It's time for July's monthly favorites. Hi everybody, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, doctor, lawyer turned homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 7, 4, and 2. I know it's really easy to get lost in motherhood and your kids when you're homeschooling all the time. So I started this collaboration of monthly mom me time favorites so that people could share what's been making them feel fulfilled as women, as people who existed before they became mothers. Although some of those things will obviously be related to our lives as moms and things that bring us comfort and joy as moms, I'd like to keep the things we talk about in this collab more centered to us as women and not so much things that make our children's lives easier. For example, getting sippy cups that work better than our old ones do make our lives better because it makes our lives easier with our children, but it doesn't really fill our cup, right, as women. So if we could keep this collab centered more around things that fulfill us as women, exclusive of the fact that we have children, that's sort of what I'm going for here. If you'd like to participate in this collab, go ahead and add your link in the comments down below. And also I'll leave it as an open playlist, so you should be able to add it on there. But occasionally YouTube has glitches, and so if you don't see it adding or if you have trouble, either just send me a message or put it in the comments down below and I'll be sure to add it for you. So without further ado, this month I had some pretty awesome favorites, you guys. One of them is a tea. You know, everybody, that I'm a tea drinker, and this is the Get Clean tea. It's an herb tea for detoxing by Be Well Teas, and I got this from Amazon. This has 36 tea bags, and it's supposedly for improving your immune system and just like a detox. I don't really put much merit in the word detox. I think it's like a cultural fad right now, but I do really like this tea. It tastes amazing. It's one of the few teas that I can drink without any sugar whatsoever, sweetener, no honey, no nothing, and it still tastes really good. I was shocked by how good it tasted, and even my husband, who is an ardent coffee drinker and never drinks tea, was really impressed with this tea. This is herb tea for detoxing number 7, and it says, had too much of a good thing, feeling out of balance, a bit heavy or puffy, then it's time to get clean. This gentle herbal blend helps the body help itself as it stimulates the liver, one of our natural cleansing mechanisms. It's based on organic rooibos, and it includes milk thistle seeds to sweep toxins away. Both dandelion and burdock roots help wake up the liver and get things flowing. Their cleansing properties encourage healthy digestion and help keep the kidneys flushed. We've also added red clover and Indian sarsaparilla. I don't think I'm saying that right. Both known as effective tonics and purifiers. Like I said, not so sure about the detoxing claims. I know that a lot of herbal supplements claim to do things like stimulate the liver and increase your filtration from your kidneys and stuff. Hopefully all of those systems are working at optimal levels for you anyway. The body is really good at doing its job in general if you are a fairly healthy person. But I just really love the taste, so I thought I would recommend it. It comes in these little circular tea bags, and it smells really delicious. I would show you a tea bag, but I don't have any left because I finished them. I've just been saving this canister for the video and I have to order another one. But it smells so good still. It smells almost like there's marshmallow in it for some reason. So yeah, Get Clean by Be Well Teas. My second favorite is this little coloring book. I don't know if you remember, but I actually got this with my FabFitFun box, and I've since canceled that subscription in my minimalism journey. But I love this little coloring book, and it kind of got me started into the whole coloring book kick, and I often pull one of these out when I'm sitting with my kids and we're working on something. And you know, there is that lag time. You're teaching them, but there is time for them to finish their work or work on their craft or whatever. It's a really good way of keeping me even keeled and keeping my mood pretty mellow. And so when I respond to them, I'm just a beat behind, and it keeps me almost an artificial level of patient with them. So it's really helpful for that. And I just love doing it. So as you can see, I've had a lot of fun with my gel pens, which I keep in these tins from the Target dollar spot. And this book in particular has a whole variety of different drawings. Let me see if I can find another one I've colored. I generally gift them to my kids once I finish coloring them, and we put them in their books. So here's one of different stamps that I started with. Yeah, I think I've actually gifted most of them to my kids. Here's another one. we generally put on classical music when we're doing our work, and so it's just nice to color and hear this classical music and help my kids at the same time. It makes for a really relaxing like math session when you're working with your kids. Last but not least, for my favorites this month is this mascara. Now everybody knows I'm not a huge makeup fan, but I love bright lipsticks and I love mascara. I have the shortest, stubbiest lashes in the world. They're not particularly thin, but they are very short and they're very straight. They come out like straight from my eye. So you can't even see them when I'm not wearing mascara because there's no angle and you can't see anything. But this is Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, and you'll notice that the pink of it is very similar to the pink frosted container of Better Than Sex by Too Faced. And apparently Too Faced is owned by L'Oreal, the parent company. And so I think this formulation is really, really similar. And it has a similar type of brush. It's not as exaggerated of an hourglass brush as the Better Than Sex mascara, but it is still a faint hourglass. It's still a really bushy, bristly brush. And I just really like the formulation. It's a little bit wetter than the Better Than Sex formulation, but if you hold it out in the air and just let it air dry for a couple seconds, like I generally open it, hold it up like this, curl my lashes, and by that time it's dried just enough to become just tacky enough that when I put it on, it looks just like the Better Than Sex mascara when I put it on, and it is a fraction of the cost. So I picked this up at Target, and I really, really like it. So if you have short, stubby, straight lashes like me, I think you'll really like this. I really envy people who can just put on, you know, CoverGirl, Outlast or something and have it be amazing, but that is not me because my lashes just keep going straight out and I'm like, okay, that did nothing. So really, really like this one. Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. So those were my favorites for the month of July, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe and check out the playlist and see everybody else's favorites too for the month of July. Thanks so much to those of you who are participating in this collab. I so appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day.